Hello aspirants. In this video we shall look into various government schemes. At first, we shall have a quick recap of major schemes which were in news recently. Later on, we shall look into major changes took place this year in few of these schemes. Finally, we will look into recent schemes of Government of India announced in 2024. We will be covering following aspects while discussing a scheme. Title of the scheme, Nodal Ministry, Department, Objectives, Central Sector or Central Sponsored, Budget Allocation, Eligibility Criteria, Total Beneficiaries, Goals, both quantitative and qualitative, Contribution to Sustainable Development Goals, Compliance with Directive Principles of State Policy, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Implemented by the Department of Financial Services under the Ministry of Finance. This 2014 Central Sector scheme has no state share. With an initial budget of 16,000 crores, it has surpassed 50,000 crores in funding. Eligibility open to minors, 10 to 18 years, senior citizens, disabled persons, economically weaker sections, and all unbanked individuals. Benefits: a basic savings account with no minimum balance required. Deposits earn interest, RuPay debit card provided. Accident insurance cover, 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees for accounts open post the 28th of August 2018. Overdraft facility of up to 10,000 rupees for eligible holders. Linked to DBT and schemes like PM-JJBY, PM-SBY, APY, and Mudra. Compliance with DPSP, Article 38, 39A, 41, and 43, addressing inequality, livelihood, and financial security. Compliance with SDGs, SDG 1, no poverty. SDG 5, gender equality. SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. SDG 10, reduced inequalities. Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. Implemented by Ministry of Finance. Year 2015. Type of scheme, Central Sector Scheme. Eligibility, individuals aged 18 to 70 years with a savings bank account. Must provide consent for auto debit of the premium. Benefits, accidental death and disability coverage, 2 lakh rupees for accidental death or total disability. 1 lakh rupees for partial permanent disability. Premium, 20 rupees per annum, auto-debited from the account. Key features, simple enrollment process through participating banks. Coverage valid for 1 year, renewable annually. Compliance with DPSP, Article 38 and 39A promotes equality and access to social security. Article 41 ensures public assistance for unforeseen circumstances like accidents. Compliance with SDGs, SDG 1, no poverty, ensures financial aid during crises. SDG 3, good health and well-being, provides safety net for families affected by accidents. SDG 10, reduced inequalities, affordable access to insurance for all. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. Implemented by Ministry of Finance through participating banks and insurance companies. Year of implementation, 2015. Central Sector Scheme. Eligibility, individuals aged 18 to 50 years with a savings bank account. Must provide consent for auto debit of the premium. Benefits, life insurance coverage, 2 lakh rupees payable to the nominee in case of death of the insured. Premium, 436 rupees per annum, auto debited from the account. Key features, affordable life insurance accessible to low-income groups. Coverage valid for 1 year, renewable annually. Compliance with DPSP, Article 38 and 39A. Article 41 and 43. Compliance with SDGs, SDG 1, no poverty. SDG 3, good health and well-being. SDG 10, reduced inequalities. Ayushman Bharat Yojana, PMJ. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Department, Health and Family Welfare, implemented by National Health Authority. Type, Central Sector Scheme. Budget, 6,400 crore rupees, 3,200 crore rupees each by centre and states. Launch, announced on the 23rd of September 2018 as National Health Protection Scheme, NHPS, renamed to Ayushman Bharat Yojana in 2019 with 1,200 crore allocation. Eligibility. Families below the poverty line. SC/ST families. Families with no male or able-bodied members. Disabled members. Low-income families, less than 10,000 rupees per month. Beneficiaries of Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana. Benefits, 5 lakh rupees health insurance, cashless treatment, reduced out-of-pocket expenses, follow-up care. Goals, universal health coverage, reduce health inequalities and catastrophic expenses, strengthen healthcare. SDGs contributes to SDGs 1, 3, 5, 8, 10. DPSP aligns with Articles 38, 39, 41, 42, 47. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana (PMAY), launched on June 25, 2015, is a centrally sponsored scheme under the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, implemented by the Housing and Urban Development Corporation. With a budget of 2.5 lakh crore rupees, 2015 to 2022, 60% is funded by the centre, 1.5 lakh crore rupees, and 40% by states, 1 lakh crore rupees. It targets economically weaker sections, low-income and middle-income groups, prioritizing women, senior citizens, differently abled, SC, and street. Social benefits include affordable housing, improved quality of life, and women empowerment. Economic benefits are employment generation, poverty reduction, and increased investment. Environmental benefits include sustainable development and green buildings. Goals include constructing 2 crore houses, benefiting 1 crore urban poor families, and rehabilitating 1 lakh slum households. It aligns with SDGs 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 13 and DPSP Articles 38, 39, and 46. Atal Pension Yojana implemented in 2015. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Finance. Department of Financial Services. It's a central sector scheme. Budget allocation is of 521 crore for 2024-25. This was earlier implemented as Swavalamban Yojana in 2010 budget allotment of 725 crore. Eligible criteria: the age of the people should be between 18 to 40 years. Minimum period of contribution by the subscriber under APY would be 20 plus years. Benefits: it provides fixed pension for the subscriber ranging between 1,000 to 5,000 rupees. And pension to spouse after death of subscriber. Qualitative goals: providing a guaranteed minimum pension to subscribers. Quantitative goals: it enrolled 20 million subscribers by 2019-20, covering 50% of the workforce in unorganized sector. It contributes towards following sustainable development goals, SDG 1, 3, 5, 8, 10. The scheme is enriched with following DPSP Article 41, 42, 45, 46. Digital India, launched by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, METI, is a central sector scheme fully funded by the central government with an initial outlay of 1.13 lakh crore rupees. It aims to provide digital infrastructure, governance on demand, and digital empowerment for all, focusing on rural and disadvantaged communities. Key goals include connecting 2.5 lakh village panchayats with high-speed internet, mobile connectivity for 42,300 villages, expanding 2.5 lakh common service centers, and training 1 crore students for IT jobs. It contributes to SDGs 4, quality education, 8, decent work, and 9, innovation and infrastructure, and aligns with DPSP Articles 39, 41, and 43, promoting inclusive growth and reducing the digital divide. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, led by the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation, is a central sector scheme with an initial budget of 62,000 crore. It aims to eliminate open defecation, convert insanitary toilets to pour flush toilets, eradicate manual scavenging, and promote healthy sanitation practices, focusing on rural and disadvantaged communities. Key achievements include constructing 89 million household toilets, declaring 5 lakh villages and 533 districts open defecation free (ODF), and increasing household toilet coverage to 96.55% by November 2018. It contributes to SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, and SDG 3, good health and well-being, and aligns with DPSP Articles 47 and 48, promoting hygiene, public health, and sustainable sanitation. Make in India. The Make in India initiative, led by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and implemented by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, DIP. It is a central sector scheme to boost India's manufacturing capabilities. Though the initial budget outlay was unspecified, key initiatives like the Production Linked Incentive (PLI) scheme have a 1.97 lakh crore rupees allocation. Eligibility: open to businesses, MSMEs, and startups. The scheme benefits entrepreneurs, industries, and investors. Qualitative goals: boost economic growth by enhancing manufacturing, create employment across sectors, position India as a global manufacturing hub, attract foreign direct investment, FDI. Quantitative goals: increase manufacturing sector growth to 12 to 14% annually, generate 100 million jobs by 2022, raise the manufacturing GDP contribution to 25% by 2025. It supports SDGs 8 and 9, it promotes Article 39 and Article 41. The Skill India Mission, launched on July 15, 2015, by the Government of India, aims to empower youth with market-relevant skills for enhanced employability and entrepreneurship. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, MSTE. Departments, NSTC, NSTA, DGT, and JIT. Scheme type, Central Sector Scheme. Budget, 1,543 crore rupees, 2015-16, 3,002 crore rupees, 2020-21. Eligibility and beneficiaries, Indian citizens aged 15 to 45, including youth, women, school dropouts, underemployed, rural, and disadvantaged communities. Goals, train 400 million youth and increase skilled workforce from 12% to 25% by 2022. Promote skill development, employability, and entrepreneurship. Sustainability, contributes to SDGs 4, 5, 8, 9, and 10. Alignment with DPSPs, Articles 39, 41, 45, and 46. The Startup India program, launched on January 16, 2016, aims to promote entrepreneurship and foster innovation in India. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, PIT, Scheme type, Central Sector Scheme, Budget, 1,000 crore rupees, 2016-17, 1,100 crore rupees, 2020-21. Eligibility and beneficiaries, Indian startups less than 10 years old, with an annual turnover not exceeding 100 crore. Beneficiaries include startups, entrepreneurs, and small businesses. Goals, support 10,000 startups over 5 years, create 1 lakh jobs in the startup ecosystem, promote entrepreneurship, simplify regulations, and foster innovation. Sustainability, contributes to SDGs 8 and 9. Alignment with DPSPs, Articles 39, 41, and 46. The Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, PMP, launched on February 18, 2016, provides financial support to farmers suffering from crop loss or damage. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare. Scheme type, Central Sector Scheme. Budget, 5,501.13 crore rupees, 2015-17, 16,550 crore rupees, 2020-21. Eligibility and beneficiaries, farmers growing notified crops in a notified area, including small/marginal farmers, sharecroppers, and tenant farmers. Goals, cover 50% of the cropped area in the country, reduce farmers' premium burden, provide financial support, stabilize income, and encourage modern agricultural practices. Sustainability, contributes to SDGs 1, 2, and 8. Alignment with DPSPs, Articles 39, 41, and 46. The Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, PMMY, launched on April 8, 2015, provides affordable credit to micro and small enterprises. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Finance. Scheme type, Central Sector Scheme. Eligibility and beneficiaries, Indian citizens with a viable business plan for a non-farm income generating activity requiring credit below 10 lakh rupees, includes women, SC/street, and OBC entrepreneurs. Goals, provide loans up to 20 lakh rupees under the Tarun category, promote financial inclusion and support underserved micro-enterprises. Sustainability, contributes to SDGs 1, 5, and 8. Alignment with DPSPs, Articles 39 and 46. The National Rural Livelihoods Mission, NRLM, launched on June 24, 2010, by the Ministry of Rural Development, aims to create a supportive environment for rural communities to improve their livelihoods. Type of scheme, centrally sponsored scheme, jointly funded by the central and state governments. Implementation, carried out by state rural livelihood missions, SRLMs, and district mission management units, DMMUs. Objectives and goals, reduce poverty by improving rural livelihoods, empower rural communities, especially women, build strong institutions for sustainable livelihoods, cover 7 crore rural poor households, generate employment opportunities for rural youth. Eligibility and beneficiaries. Eligibility, rural poor households, beneficiaries, primarily rural communities, especially women and youth. Sustainability, supports SDG 1 and SDG 8. Alignment with directive principles, promotes Article 38 and Article 39. Changes in existing schemes. Prime Minister Awas Yojana. The government plans to provide 3 crore more houses under the Yojana in rural and urban areas. Under PMA Urban 2.0, the housing needs of 1 crore. Urban middle class and poor families will be helped with an investment of 10 lakh rupees crore. This will include the central share of 2.2 lakh crore rupees in the next 5 years. Skill Loan Scheme. The government will revise the Model Skill Loan Scheme to facilitate loans up to 7.5 lakh rupees with a guarantee from a government-promoted fund to help 25,000 students every year. Mudra Yojana. The limit of the Mudra loans is enhanced to 20 lakh rupees from the current 10 lakh rupees under the Tarun category for entrepreneurs who have successfully repaid loans. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, Pangzi. The government will launch Phase 4 to provide all-weather connectivity to 25,000 rural India, which are eligible due to a rise in their population. Government schemes proposed in 2024. Viksit Bharat by 2047. Viksit Bharat 2047 means making India a developed entity by 2047 by encompassing various areas of development such as economy, environment, good governance and social progress. To achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat 2047, the government will formulate a plan, Purvodaya, for the all-round development of the eastern region of India, covering Jharkhand, Bihar, Odisha, West Bengal, and Andhra Pradesh. This will cover infrastructure, human resource development, and the generation of economic opportunities to make the region an engine to attain Viksit Bharat. Nuclear energy is expected to be a very significant part of Viksit Bharat. Towards that pursuit, the government will partner with the private sector to set up Bharat Small Reactors, research and development of Bharat Small Modular Reactor, and research and development of newer technologies for nuclear energy. Rooftop Solarization Scheme. The government will launch a new rooftop solar scheme or Prime Minister Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, which aims to achieve 300 units of free electricity per month to 1 crore households through rooftop solarization. Below are the benefits expected from the scheme. Savings up to 15,000 rupees, 18,000 rupees annually from free solar electricity for households and selling the surplus electricity to the distribution companies. Charging of EVs, electric vehicles. Entrepreneurship opportunities for vendors supplying and installing solar panels. Employment opportunities for the youth having technical skills in the maintenance, manufacturing and installation of solar panels. Employment-linked incentive schemes aim to boost employment by linking benefits to EPFO enrollment. Scheme A. For new workforce joiners across formal sectors, offering a 1-month wage, up to 15,000 rupees, in 3 installments, directly transferred. Eligibility, salary up to 1 rupee lakh/month. Expected beneficiaries, 210 lakh youth. Scheme B. Targets manufacturing sector job creation for first-time employees, providing incentives for EPFO contributions for 4 years. Expected beneficiaries, 30 lakh youth and employers. Scheme C. Employer-focused, reimbursing up to 3,000 rupees per month for 2 years towards EPFO contributions for new employees earning below 1 rupee lakh/month. Expected beneficiaries, 50 lakh additional employees. New skilling program. The government will launch a new centrally sponsored scheme for the skilling of youth in collaboration with the industry and state governments. Under this scheme, 20 lakh youth will be skilled over a period of 5 years and 1,000 industrial training institutes will be upgraded in hub-and-spoke arrangements with outcome orientation. The course content and design will be aligned with the skill needs of the industry. New courses will also be introduced for emerging needs. Pradhan Mantri Janjatiya Unnat Gram Abhiyan. The government will launch the Pradhan Mantri Janjatiya Unnat Gram Abhiyan, a new scheme to improve the socio-economic condition of tribal communities. The scheme will be implemented by adopting saturation coverage for tribal families in aspirational districts and tribal majority villages. It will cover 63,000 villages benefiting 5 crore tribal people. Credit Guarantee Scheme for MSMEs in the manufacturing sector. A credit guarantee scheme will be introduced to facilitate term loans to MSMEs for the purchase of machinery and equipment without any collateral or third-party guarantee. It will operate on the pooling credit risks of such MSMEs. A separately constituted self-financing guarantee fund will provide a guarantee cover of up to 100 crore to each applicant. The borrower will have to provide an annual guarantee fee and an upfront guarantee fee on the reduced loan balance. Credit support to MSMEs during stress period. The government announced a new mechanism to facilitate the continuation of bank credit to MSMEs during their stress period. MSMEs need credit to continue their business and avoid getting into the NPA stage while being in the Special Mention Account (SMA) stage for reasons beyond their control. This credit availability will be supported through a guarantee from a government-promoted fund, Comprehensive Scheme for Internship Opportunities. The government will launch a comprehensive scheme to provide internship opportunities to 1 crore youth in 5 years in the top 500 companies. The students will gain exposure for 12 months to a real-life business environment and varied professions and employment opportunities. An internship allowance of 5,000 rupees per month and a one-time assistance of 6,000 rupees will be provided. Companies will have to bear the training cost and 10% internship cost from their CSR funds. NPS Vatsalya. The government will start NPS Vatsalya, a plan for the contribution by parents and guardians for minors. When the minors attain the age of majority, they can convert the plan seamlessly into a normal NPS account. With this, we have completed all the highlights regarding government schemes. We covered all the important schemes, changes into them, and also had a look on recent developments. Stay tuned to Krishi's Multiverse for more such useful content. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's meet in another interesting video. Until then, goodbye.